Page 19, Centerstage. On page 18, they're giving you ideas about improvising melodies. Creating your own melody based on this blues 5-finger scale. So just take a look on page 18. We'll go through the steps total. Okay, on step 1, you got to know what notes are involved, and we're using the blues 5-finger scale. To those notes. We're just going to mix them up in various ways and various rhythms and do whatever we want, really. In step 2, they're telling you to create a motif, which is a short musical idea, and they give you one there. I'm going to swing the 8th notes because it's blues. It's just a short motif. And then they give you an ending motif. An idea, okay, it's just an idea. In example 3, they're going to put these ideas together. So they're going to take the first idea and then repeat it again, and then they're going to go up an octave here and do it again, and then put in the ending one. You don't have to go up an octave. That's just another way of improvising. You play it where you want. So then they tell you to improvise, so they give you the first one, then they tell you to repeat it exactly. Now they're going to tell you to go up an octave here, play it again, and then do the ending. They're just ideas. It's like once you get a musical motif, you can play it more than once. That's what they're doing. So on step 4, they want you to add your own little melody. Well, all we're going to do is do what we did above. So the first measure is our musical motif. Listen. That's our musical motif. Now, for the second one, I'm just going to repeat it. For the third measure, I'm going to repeat it again. I'm going to take it up an octave. And then I'm going to play the last measure, and I can play it either where I'm at or I can take it back down. It's my choice. Since it's repeated, I might do different things each time. And that's what they're presenting to you. Because if you look at this piece, Centerstage on page 19, 3rd line down and the 4th line down, in the right hand, they got some empty measures in there. Well, they want you to provide the notes. You improvise. And based on what we've learned on page 18, you have ideas, because they're already giving you in the first measure of each line the musical motif. In the 3rd line, it's here. What do you want to do in the 2nd measure? It's entirely up to you. Just use those notes. Anything you want to do, you can do. Use those notes. Well, if we follow what we've learned so far, we don't want to get too fancy yet. Save that for later. I'm going to play it again exactly that way. That's the first measure of unknown. Then the 2nd measure, it's up to me. Do I want to play it again that way, or do I want to alter it some way? I could. And then the last measures. Or I could play it the same way an octave higher. It's up to you how you want to do it. In fact, you play this thing multiple times, do it different every time. Improvise, have fun with it. Last line's the same thing. They give you the same one. But this time, try doing it different. Don't play what you did on the 3rd line. Play it different. Rearrange the notes somehow. Just play the same notes. It just... or something... There, just make up your own stuff. So when we do the play with me section, I'm not going to play anything in the right hand for those 2 measures. You fill them in. I'm only going to play the left hand because I don't know what you want to play. It's up to you what you want to play. This is where your imagination, this is where improvising really starts to take hold. If you're really not into improvising, you're probably not into blues and jazz too much, because there's a lot of improvising in that, which is why I don't know them very well, because I was a classically trained pianist and we didn't improvise. We played what the music told us to play. So I'm finding this kind of fun, going through this. We're learning together here. A little bit of trickiness in the right hand. Let me point it out for you. If you follow the fingering, you'll find it. Yeah, measure 5, you're still in this position. But measure 6, you got to come up, put your third finger on the F. So you're just stretching out a little bit. And then measure 7, you're coming back down, putting your little finger on the G. But you got a quarter rest there, you can do it. You got time. You just have to be aware that you got to do that. I want to try this out with you very, very slowly. Checking notes and rhythms, but again, you're going to have to fill in those blank measures yourself. I'm going to leave them out in the right hand. So put your hands where they go. And again, I'm going to swing the eighth notes because this is a blues style piece. I give us 4 counts. 1, 2, and ready and go. And 1 and 2. 1 and 2. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. Rest. 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3. Rest. And 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3. Rest. And 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and to the top and 2 and 2. 1 and 2. 1 and 2. Rest. 2. 2, 3. Rest. I'd like to do the acoustic jamming at the bottom, so I'm going to play that, and while I play that, you play the Centerstage thing, and let's see what happens. But I'm going to speed it up, so learn Centerstage before you try this. So I put the metronome on 90 for quarter notes, so it's going to be more like this. 1, 2. So we're speeding up a little bit, so learn a piece, and once you can do that, then go ahead and do the acoustic jamming with me. So put your hands where they go. I'll give us 4 counts. Let's try it out. 1, 2, and ready and go. And 1 and 2. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Rest. Rest. list.